Man, I've started a diet, kind of, kind of a diet. It's difficult to say what this thing is, but um, are you into anything like healthy habits these days or eating, whatever?
I'm still kind of doing my um fasting 1 meal a day. Occasionally I break it. Um, Especially recently. I've been staying up long playing this one addictive game. Uh, and so like instead of making dinner and going to sleep even later, I just like eat my breakfast for the first time in a while. Which I usually don't do. I don't eat breakfast. My first meal of the day is like past 5 o'clock, and it's like basically from 5 o'clock till I go to sleep. There's like it's like a free course. Um, so it's like a porridge with fruits and nuts and seeds of all sorts. Uh, then I've got this pre-made couscous thing um, with um, beetroot, also cooked beetroot from the shop, um, for like iron and stuff. With leafy greens, um, and cheese, and then my dinner's just like I think no carb or low carb, um, and it's um, just lots of veg and mince. Yeah, so that's my diet. That's the diet I try to stick to. I've not really been getting fast food or anything.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what. Yeah, I mean that's almost exactly what I'm starting to go for. Not something crazy or like radical. That's like not eating something completely, but just as you mentioned, like porridge. It's the first time I've ever made porridge today. Like properly, just like put it in a pot and boil it and stuff. Man, this Jamie Oliver recipe seemed easier and shorter, but it probably was edited on YouTube. So he's like,
Yeah, what
okay, I'm doing it this way, which is a bit longer, but it's tastier. And then they just cut it into like 5 seconds, right? Dude, I've stood there for like 25 minutes and kept mixing that thing, and it still wasn't done. I'm like, come on, man, you
how did you
tricked
do
me.
it?
So yeah, it's like you take like um that rolled oats, uh,
Yeah,
put a cup or 1 to 3 pretty much with water, and just keep
right.
keep mixing that. Yeah, bit of salt, then keep
Oh,
going. Then put some honey, put some milk at the very end, and then I put
mm.
cocoa, the baking cocoa powder, and then afterwards serve it. And oh my god, dude, it was like a cake. Like I didn't over like put too much cocoa. I didn't put too much honey or something, but it's like bless
Aye,
you.
sorry.
But it was
Thank
like
you.
wow, man, it was like tasty. I didn't think that you can, have such tasty oats and porridge or whatever this thing's called, right? Like that was good.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I just put some like, as you said, fruit, just cut some bananas, just added that and yeah, that was my breakfast because supposedly you need to try and have your carbs in the morning for like
Oh,
when you
well, interesting. I don't know.
yeah, and like if
Well,
if you're
who
gonna
says
eat
that? Is
carbs,
that
then
is that what Jamie Oliver said?
Jamie Oliver just gave me the recipe.
Right.
All of this diet thing came from this guy I talked to recently. He's like a healthy kind of guy who always showers and like takes cold
Cold
showers,
water.
drinks cold
Oh.
water, goes and like bathes in like
What kind of
ice water and stuff,
what kind of
eats
other water would you want to drink? What? It's only cold water.
warm water.
Ew, that's disgusting.
It's not as healthy for you.
Sure.
I just drink like room temperature water or like warm water. Recently gotten well, not like recently. I gotten into it because like supposedly that's what Asian people do, and because my flatmate's Asian, he was like, "Wait, how do you even drink cold water?" I'm like, "I don't know, dude." And I tried warm water, and it's like, yeah, it just warms it up, and
You
it's yeah.
That was
So
kind of disgusting.
it's literally just water, dude. What the hell?
Warm water is just ew.
No, it's literally just water. So, but yeah, other than that, made
But you
porridge.
say this guy is like a health guru and all, and you're following his tips. So he's drinking cold water. Well, we just said cold warm water is healthy, though.
I did. Wait, what?
He's right.
No
Is
one's
it, is
right. Everyone's right.
what do you mean?
I'm explaining his. I'm explaining where he's coming from. He's like a kind of a dude who is capable of sitting at home with like 12 degrees Celsius with a
Is that
shirt.
all he does, though?
What?
Just extreme living. What does he do?
No, he's just. I
Is
think
he just a
he's
health guru?
no. He's just a student,
Oh, is he
like one of
from
us, or even from
from?
high school, dude. He's just like a younger guy,
Oh,
but
you
he's
know him
been
personally?
yeah, but he's been
Okay.
living with like with his dad who's into that stuff, and they've been like going through healthy kind of habits, right? So like eating healthy, sleeping healthy.
Yeah.
Again, like going and literally just like midwinter, cutting a hole in ice, just bathing, or like
Okay.
I don't know, dude. So so yeah, he says he feels really good with like what he eats and with the way he sleeps and all that, right? So I just asked, for some tips and advice on how to get into this like without too much radical changes, right? Like not just like lose my head because someone said something and now I have to like frickin' like eat 5 grams of sugar today. Like don't eat banana at 3 p.m. Drink green tea but only at like 8:46 a.m. because if you
Yeah.
drink it at 9:30 it's already bad, or
Yeah.
like
Nobody's gonna figure it out that
don't
much.
eat 15 grams of fat because if you eat 14 grams you're good, but 16 grams and only at like 7 like it's all of that crap, right? Screw
Yeah.
that. But I mean the
Yeah.
general idea that I got from the guy is like um whatever I used to eat for breakfast, now I moved it to dinner. Because it's pretty much protein, nuts, and fruits. Um,
Okay.
uh, the main meal, which is the energy dense morning meal, which is
So
breakfast.
porridge,
So porridge, rice with cheese or something. That's a new
rice.
dish I've tried. Just whatever, right?
Yeah.
And for lunch, you can for lunch it's veggies are really important, like very varied and any kind of veggie. So I actually literally went to the shop the day after we spoke and I was like, right, because I've been really bad with veggies. I haven't eaten them properly. I would just
All
like
right.
go for like chicken and rice or something and just repeat it every week or every day, right?
Gotta get your veggies.
Yeah, and then I just bought a crap ton of veggies and boom, I started making little salads. It's only been 2 days of me following this, but it's good. I've not snacked yet.
Yeah.
I've
But that's
and
the
yeah,
worst thing. Like before you snack, before you feel like you need to have something like mouth. What's it called? Some pleasure
ingest
food.
food.
Before you have pleasure food. Before you have any pleasure food, just make sure you're not hungry.
Mm,
So just eat something, and then if you're still want the pleasure food after that, just let yourself have it. But you probably won't even because you're not hungry anymore.
yeah, and like
It won't be that.
maybe if I realize that like I really want to snack around this time, then maybe it means that my lunch is a bit too small. Maybe I need to
Yeah.
and or whatever, drink more water, other stuff. So yeah, I mean this was the general outline and general guidelines because I have discussed earlier with people about vegetarian like with vegetarians about eating and other stuff, but it's like there's usually these like very strict guidelines or like something that's hard to follow. All those diets where you literally like track your calorie intake, track your macros, like track all that stuff. Here it's more like, just allow yourself some junk food if you want to, but only once a week, no more. Even then, try to avoid it. If you try to eat it, get your carbs in the morning because you're gonna be able to burn through them rather than eat a crap ton of carbs and go to sleep and then you just have energy which turns into fat or whatever.
Yeah.
And all that
Uh,
stuff. So yeah,
well, that fat is stored energy, so
yeah, that's
or
where
so
you're
they say.
becoming fat, man.
I've never been fat once in my life. I've been doing I've been doing one meal a day, which means I eat all of my food like 6 hours or 8 hours before I go to bed.
Mm, yeah.
And I'm doing just fine. And I'm, eating huge portions. Although, like my last meal of the day, like just before I go to sleep, is no carb basically.
Mm.
It's just minced meat and lots of different veggies, which I don't think any veg. I don't know veggies. Do any veggies have like carbs and stuff? I don't know.
I don't think I have like fibers and stuff and then like the complex carbs or something which aren't like sugar carbs, but like
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I'm not really educated on this stuff.
Could ask
Uh,
Google just to double check, but
I mean,
do
the only thing
vegetables
I've
have
been,
carbohydrates? Let's see. Carbohydrate amount vegetable 13 grams from 100 grams. Vegetable is food.
yeah, like low carb.
What?
Anyway,
What kind of vegetable? Anyway, who cares? Yeah, but
I've
yeah, so
been really annoyed. I really want to get rid of my iPhone, at least my iPhone or a smartphone in general, because I can't. I'm here watching YouTube and all, it's all good, and then every other ad I'm getting fucking Deliveroo and stuff. It's like I got ads disabled in my browser on my laptop and everything, so I don't get these ads.
mhm.
But obviously, have getting these ads like all the time. One thing is I'm wasting my time already watching YouTube, and then the other thing is like I'm getting these ads bombarded at me about takeaway food all the time because they clearly know I've been binging on like unhealthy food, takeaway food. So I think my ads are actually unpersonalized. So maybe that's not it. But yeah, I just get Deliveroo ads all the time. And it's like one time it's just gonna be like, okay, fuck it, I'll get it. If I didn't see the ad, I would not think about it. So
But you would
that's
not
really
have like
annoying.
any resistance, kind of like
No, I mean we
immunity and stuff.
no, I don't have to explain this, do I? If I'm not seeing the ad, I'm not going to be tempted to eat it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
not like
going
you're
to be.
gonna be able to protect yourself for like throughout your life from ads that pop up everywhere.
I don't understand why we have to have an argument about this every time.
It doesn't have to be an argument. I'm presenting my view, um, which I
How
do
is it hard to
agree.
understand that if I didn't have the ads in front of me every day, that I won't eventually break and get the food again?
No, I understand because we did have a podcast and we both agreed, like 100% agreed on the best way to avoid something is just like not have it. Like temptations to not have it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just presenting, uh, I guess the view I live by. I've noticed myself, like I caught myself in one of the recipe sites where I turn on the recipe site, and recipe sites are known for just blasting you with ads. I noticed where my eyes naturally focus. Like I think I'm because we've been conditioned to not see ads anymore, sort of, because they've been blasted at us so much. I guess it's personal too. Some people might be more susceptible, or it's more difficult for them to like not see them or whatever. But I mean, yeah, I just spotted that. I'm like, not to say that I'm immune to ads, because I have clicked on some, but it's like you know what you're looking for in a site. Unless you mean YouTube, which would be an entertainment site. Huh. Yeah. I don't know, but
Yeah, well,
I guess you get what I mean, right? It's like you can take it away from your life,
no. I mean, that's
but
a
like
simplistic view of it. I mean, was I gonna say? I don't go on because I
Well,
don't know
you're
what I was.
probably gonna say that, if it's not there, then
I
you're not
wasn't gonna say.
gonna.
I was gonna say
No?
something else because obviously I can keep repeating that. But
Yeah.
this could be. Yeah, what I was gonna say is this could be anything. This doesn't have to be food. If food didn't like fast food takeaway apps didn't exist, it would be totally something else that you would be into, and like the society would probably hang on, like go on and say something else is bad, and then you would be trying to avoid that thing and not do it. So you can absolutely create an environment for yourself that's going to be conducive to you following things, following a lifestyle that is, and well, that is viewed in a positive light in society. So it's not a matter of there are some things that are more addictive than others. It's all just a matter of how society, or okay, there are biologically and chemically, but a lot of it is also what society in the end deems to be a good or a bad thing. Um,
Yeah, but then again, like you're responsible for avoiding it or whatever, right?
yeah, so you've got like all of the will in the world now, do you?
Well, no,
Like,
well,
look at America. Once again, I do have to bring this argument time every time. Look at America. Look at the people of America, the average folk of America. They're all eating takeaway, getting fat
hmm. Well, oh,
because
so
it's
we're
become
talking
so
about
available.
takeaway now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, because I was gonna
I've been,
just
I was
say
saying Deliveroo
yeah, I was
from
gonna say like a
start.
different point where I've avoided alcohol. I've never really like I just never had alcohol, right? But it's not to say that I haven't seen alcohol around me or like I've tried to just like cut myself off of it. I didn't cut ties with my friends. If I go to a party, everyone drinks around me. I don't care, you know.
Yeah, but it does
So
still take some resistance. Maybe now it doesn't anymore. But if you were to just one day forget to be like, oh fuck it, I'll just try it for whatever reason, and you might think right now that you won't, but you don't know what you're going to be thinking in the future, and then suddenly you're like, oh shit, I'm hooked. So you don't know that's not going to happen.
well, in this specific case, I
You
know,
feel
and I
like it's
could
not
say
going to
that
happen because
no, I
no,
think
you feel like it's not, it couldn't happen, but you don't know what you're going to be thinking in the future. And if it wasn't there, you would never get hooked on alcohol.
well, but you can't shield yourself from not seeing alcohol, especially when it's so ingrained in our society, just the same way like takeout food is, right?
Yeah, well, it's just a bad example, but the takeout food isn't. I mean, I didn't. I grew up in a family where we never got takeout food, and in Poland, for example, nobody really ever gets takeout food in the country. Well, in the countryside anywhere,
Mm.
but I don't know. In the cities, obviously,
Yeah,
people
no,
probably do.
yeah, I mean, fair.
If you live in the
Same,
countryside,
same.
you're never going to be getting takeout food. So, and you could live a happy life living in the countryside. You're never going to be getting takeout food. So, if you're focused on not wanting to eat takeout food, move to a countryside or something. I don't
Mm.
know, and you're never going to be doing it. But
I,
it's not going to be a problem for you anymore. Like you're not going to think about it.
I guess just in general, if someone would move to the countryside, they would be able to like make their own food and stuff. Live even healthier
Well,
though.
they'd be working on a farm probably. It's not like people have their own small farms and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll eat not surplus, but yeah, whatever they produce too, because it would be a small amount of how much they sell off to the market.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, but that's fair though. No, I see your point. It's just that maybe I'm coming into it with like a weird argument because like you want to get rid of your phone because when you're on your phone, you're getting an ad
right, so you
for
okay.
food.
So the problem is that you think it's extremist to get rid of my phone.
Yeah, it's like you because what I mean is like you can probably get rid of the applications which you would get ads on or whatever, right? If you want to shield yourself from Deliveroo ads,
Yeah,
let's say. But going
and
outside, seeing someone on a bicycle with a Deliveroo backpack, do you think it's
it's not nearly the same. It's not like a flashy ad in your face. So
hmm.
no.
Oh, then
Um,
it makes sense, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not trying. I'm not. Obviously not trying to convince you. This is a thing I'm doing for myself. I don't really get much value out of a phone. I get some entertainment, But if I didn't have my phone, I'd get that entertainment somewhere else without all of the negatives. I'd probably go out and meet people and stuff more, and maybe be more active. Because whenever I don't have my phone, I get rid of it. I don't feel like an urge to get it back. Whenever I got it back was because I needed it for something, and then I started watching, like, spending lots of time on YouTube and Facebook again. So, um,
Yeah, but
and I'm
how would
planning
it look
to
like? You meet some senorita outside and you're like, "Hey girl, what's your Gmail?"
what?
You would ask some girl out and you'd be like, "Yo girl, what's your Gmail?" She's like, "Wait, what?"
Because I wouldn't, because I'm going to just have like a basic phone, like not a smartphone.
Ah, so you would take your number.
I'll just
Okay.
take her number maybe, and if she's like, "Oh, green bubble peasant" or whatever, then
God
like,
damn it.
okay, you're fucking shallow. So what's the big deal?
I mean,
um,
you'd probably be better off just asking her for her Gmail. She'd probably be very interested
email.
and instantly like, oh wait, what? I've never heard that before. But yeah, it's I don't know. No, I mean I don't want to argue, and I don't come at it from like an attacking perspective. As I said, right, we're trying to keep things open here, and I
I mean,
present
like,
your.
on which side do you want to be at the end of the day? Do you want to be the person who's living a healthy lifestyle and working at Google making these addictive apps, or do you want to be the consumer?
I
Because
don't
it's one
know,
of the two,
dude.
and we're becoming more and more polarized, and that's essentially what's happening.
No, I'm just
And
confused,
I
dude.
don't know if you've ever saw the movie Wall-E, where you've got the people, and I think we talked about this.
Oh,
We
that's
got the
so
people,
good. You're just like
yeah.
chilling in that freaking thing that
So
like
that's where we're
feeds you
going. That's
thing.
where America's the closest to that right now. Um, that's where we're heading.
Yeah, that's fair, dude. No, honestly, like if I was to try and think about this answer, I'd be like, I'm just too confused to be able to like make out of which side of the fence I want to be on. It's like, and I've been told by quite a few people already, like, stop being on the fence. Like it doesn't matter what kind of the discussion or debate is. Let's say I'm working in like media, right? And there's one like particular issue we had, and they're like, just dude, just like make up your mind. Like stop like either defending the company which is doing wrong or these are like whatever, right? Um, I don't want to just like name names and like whatever happened, but
Right.
it's still I'm like I don't know. I just I will consider both, and I'll probably understand both. I wouldn't know where I would put myself though.
Yeah, it's not. It
Like
doesn't mean that there's a right side to things. It's just what they're saying. I think is that it's better for you to just to pick one for many reasons. It's like if you're confident about, you know, some viewpoint, I guess people want to listen to you rather than if you're just in the middle and you're like, oh, I'm unsure. Like, people aren't really, don't vibe with that, to be honest.
yeah, that's my problem, to be honest. Not having like strong views on certain things, I guess.
Gotta fucking run.
Gotta shoot. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I think we'll end it here. It's been quite an episode, ups and downs, left and rights, and all that circles. But what we got out of it is that eating healthy is important. And I mean, I was like, I'd rather start now than like get like bitten in the back later, right? Like 10 years, in 10 years time, I would probably already be like a fat. I'd rather be able to wake up early, feel good because I have my, food and the diet is balanced rather than wake up at like 3 p.m. like I used to, just eat some freaking, I don't even know, dude, hamburgers with
Yeah.
like Pepsi or some shit. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks, Oscar, and see y'all next week.
See ya.